HR business partner is a term which we hear a lot nowadays. Everyone says that HR should partner in the business rather than working as an administrative HR or as a standalone department. But my question to you is that as a fresher or as an early professional, do you know how can you partner in the business which will help you to get more and more success in your career? And what are those things which distinguish HR business partner from administrative HR? If you feel that you need any guidance on this topic, then you are exactly at the right place, because today we are going to discuss how HR business partner is different from administrative HR and how can you become HR business partner. We will also discuss about top 5 metrics which you can use to analyze and align your recruitment process to the organization or to the business goal. So, are you excited to learn? If yes, then stay tuned till the end of the video. In recruitment, HR person is responsible to get the right employees in the organization who will help the business to grow. Normally, HR recruiter receives an open position requirement from the line manager. He or she works on the position and closes the requirement by getting the employees in the company. But if you want to grow as an HR business partner, then you have to connect this job, that means the recruitment process, to the organization or to the business goal, because every employer wants the kind of HR who can partner in the business rather than doing simple day-to-day routine activities. As a next step in HR business partner role, you have to help other departments to align their work to the organization or to the business goal. This is the reason that HR business partner works closely with senior management and other leaders in the organization. If you want to become HR business partner, then you have to master 2 skills. Number 1, sound knowledge of HR practices, and number 2, in-depth understanding of business and how does that industry function. You cannot partner in the business till the time you do not have in-depth knowledge of business and that industry. But first of all, we will understand how can you connect your job, that means the recruitment process, to the organization goal. Let's understand it with one example. Assume that your organization has a goal to achieve 100 crore sales number in next 2 years. Now my question to you is, as an HR recruiter, how can you help the organization to achieve that sales number? Pause this video for 2 minutes and make the note of all the points which you can think by which you can help the organization to achieve that 100 crore sales number. Here, I will request you to be honest and after 2 minutes match your points with what I'm going to say now. In this scenario, first of all, you have to think of all these points. How are you going to plan your recruitment campaign and your employer branding activities, and are they aligned with the organization goal or not? How many salespeople does your organization need to achieve that 100 crore sales number? What are the top 5 competencies which are must to have in every salesperson in your organization so that he or she can help the organization to achieve that 100 crore sales number? What are the different recruitment sources which you are going to use to get those employees on board? What is your backup plan for those candidates who are going to turn down the offer? And what are you going to do to make your organization as employer of choice so that you can get maximum employees on board? Other than these points, you should also focus on few additional points, like what should be the quality of each hire, what are the positions other than sales which you have to fill in bulk or in single positions so that you can help your organization to achieve that 100 crore sales number, or what is the interview technique which your hiring managers are using to select or reject a candidate, or what if every hiring manager is using his or her own interview method to select a candidate? Or as an HR recruiter, what can you do to improve your shortlisting process so that you can get maximum selections from your shortlisted candidates, which will eventually help the hiring managers to save their working hours, which they can use to focus on the work which will help the business to grow. Do tell me in the comment section what your points were. Maybe your points were better than mine and your inputs will help many other people who are watching this video. I hope from this example you have understood how connecting the recruitment process to the organization goal can help the business to grow. As an HR person, if you start connecting your work to the business goal, then that is your first step in the journey of becoming HR business partner. Then as a next step, you have to help other departments to connect their work, their KRA, their KPI to the organization goal, and then all the company's policies, processes, everything has to be in sync with the business goal. Now I'm going to share top 5 metrics with you which you can use to analyze and align your recruitment process to the organization goal. And when you will discuss these metrics with your seniors, believe me, they will be amazed to see the changes in your thought process. And from there, you will start your journey to become HR business partner, where you will help the organization to grow as a talent acquisition specialist. Number one metric which you should use, that is applications per opening. Try to analyze how many job applications are you receiving against per open position. If you are using any job portal, then it will be easy for you to track this number because they provide this figure. From this metric, you will get to know what kind of impression your organization has in the job market, how convincing is your job description, and how strong is your employer brand, which prompts the candidate to apply for the job. As an example, if a product is good and has good brand in the market, then organization does not have to make much efforts to increase the sales of that product. Similarly, when your organization has good brand in the job market, then you should receive maximum job applications and it will be easy for you to source the candidates. From here, you can set a goal that how many job applications on an average you would like to receive against per open position, and what can you do to achieve that number. Do you need to write better job descriptions? Do you need to increase your employer branding? Or what extra can you do to attract A players from the market? Second metric which you should use, that is cost of hiring. From this metric, you will get to know the cost of filling a single position which your organization is bearing. To get this cost, first of all, you have to list down all the recruitment sources which are getting used in your organization. It could be manpower consultant, job portal, employer referrals, social media, or anything else. Once you have listed down all the sources, then you simply have to put the cost of each hire against them. As an example, if someone is hired through consultant, then his or her cost of hiring is the fee which was paid to the consultant. Or if someone is hired through employer referral, then his cost of hiring is the referral amount which was paid to the employee. However, there are other factors as well which will affect to this cost, which are salary of the recruitment team and cost of the time which was given by the hiring managers to interview the candidates. But I will recommend you to take at least two major components in the consideration while calculating this cost, and that is cost of the recruitment source and salary of the recruiter. If you take these two major components in the consideration, then you will get a fair idea of cost per hire in your organization. From this metric, you will also get to know what is your major recruitment source and which one is most or least expensive and which one you should aim to use more or less in the future. You know what, when you start playing with the data and keep finding the insights, it becomes an interesting game to play. I will highly recommend you to start working on data, and it will help you a lot to grow in your career. And if you're working as an HR professional, then I will request you go to the comment section and tell us what metrics are getting used in your organization, and your inputs will help many other people. Third important metric which you should use, that is time taken to fill a position. How many days are you taking to fill a position since the time it was shared with you by hiring manager is an important aspect to check, because from this you will get to know your performance, and this is an important indicator to know the efficiency of your recruitment team. The aim of the recruitment team is to provide the resource to the business as early as possible so that you can help the business to grow. But while doing this, you should not miss your focus on quality of hire. So go to your seniors today and decide the timeline to fill each position in your organization. However, this timeline will be different for each level. Like for junior management, it could be 30 days. For middle management, it could be little higher. And for senior management, it could be 2 or 3 months. Now let's move towards the fourth important metric which you should use. But before that, I want to know your feedback. Are you finding this video informative, helpful, yes or no? If yes, then like the video, go to the comment section, share your thoughts, and do subscribe to the channel so that you get to watch more such meaningful content in the future. Fourth important metric which you should use, that is CV sent versus CV shortlisted. This is another important criteria to know the efficiency of your recruitment process. Here you need to understand how many CVs are getting shortlisted by the hiring manager against the total number of CVs which were screened and shortlisted by you. As an example, if this ratio is 2/10 or 3/10, that means only 2 or 3 CVs are getting shortlisted against total 10 CVs, which is a very low number and indicates a low level of screening at your end. Here you need to understand, the more is the shortlisting percentage, the more you are going to gain the trust of the hiring manager, and the more you will help them to save their working hours, which otherwise they will simply spend on screening the CVs. The shortlisting percentage by hiring manager has to be minimum 60 percentage, and always check the reason with them to select or reject a CV, so that you also know what you have to focus more in the future and what you have to reject. Fifth important metric which you should use, that is offer acceptance ratio. From this metric you will get to know how many candidates accepted the job offer, that means joined the organization, against the total number of job offers which were made by you. If offer acceptance percentage is high, that means there is a good match between the employer's requirement and candidate's expectation, which is a good sign for you. But if it is low, then you have to go through the data and try to understand the patterns why candidates are turning down the offer. Did they had any other better offer in their hand? Did they not like the salary or the benefits which were offered by your organization? Or did they not like the company culture? Or did they not find job opportunity to be exciting enough? Or they had any bad experience during the recruitment process, or they had any other personal reason to reject the job offer. Whatever it is, you have to understand the reason, which will help you to increase your offer acceptance ratio. Other metrics which I'm not explaining in detail but you have to focus on are quality of each hire, which you can track by your confirmation process, and total number of job applications which you are receiving through the career page of your website, which will help you to reduce your recruitment cost. There could be many more metrics which you can use to align your recruitment process to the organization goal. However, I have shared with you top 5 basis on my 11-year experience in HR industry. If you have any other question related to any metrics or how can you connect your role to the business goal, then do ask me in the comment section and I'll be happy to reply there. Another important thing, the next video will be on those metrics which will help you to connect HR journalist, operations or talent management role to the business goal. Make sure that you watch that, it will help you a lot to become HR business partner.